Welcome to Big D, Dallas, Texas, and the house the Pony Express built. Dickerson and James and SMU hoping to restore the glory and get things started in this one. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see, the Astronauts taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Astronauts will kick it away to start us off. Looking for blockers. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Mustangs offense takes the field to start this game off. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence, he's got the experience. Jesse, these kind of guys are so hard to defend.
You're right. They'd better be able to find a way to get pressure on him, because if they don't, this is going to be a long day.
Kept it on the ground on first down. Let's see what they do on second. Trying to move them on the counter. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
You know, you start day one of training camp running your base runs. You need a few yards, you run these plays. You need a first down, you run these plays. You rep them over and over and over again. They're not sexy, they're not pretty, but in the end, they're effective, and they get you that new set of downs when you need them.
Tip ball, put it up for grabs, and I thought he had it, but somehow it slithered through his fingers. After the misfire, now on second down. They'll give it to the back. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a third down and 3.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They feed him again. Runs through the tackle. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team, and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
And the Mustangs with the 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Jennings. Going deep. He caught it. And he will score. Touchdown, SMU.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
Ready to try the point after. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They march 78 yards down the field, and the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The Astronauts offense will go to work for the first time today. Here are our impact players for this game, and it goes beyond executing an assignment to make an impact in the game.
Yeah, obviously we were talking to both coaching staffs this week, and we asked them who needs to step up and play well. They immediately pointed to these guys right here. They are the key for their respective teams.
Yeah, and they don't always show up in the box score, but these are the guys that are the leaders. These are the guys getting everybody organized and have to play well for their team to succeed.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the option. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. And here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got the tight end. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Astronauts are on the move. They'll go to the fullback. Offense gets set for second down. They'll run the option. Runs through a tackle. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
Well, how about that? They turn around and hand it off to the big fella, and he's able to get the first down. Nice play.
On the run, it's made. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Here comes before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. He'll pitch it. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection.
You know, this is a running back who wants the ball, and he wants the offense to run through him. Really nice job there on the 3rd down of this opening drive for his offense. I can't wait to see what kind of game this guy's going to have.
Grabbed on the outside, it's Schwartz. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. The Astronauts are threatening in the red zone. On the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And he is stuffed. And I think the reason he's stuffed there is, think about it. The only time you really give the ball to the fullback is short yardage situations. The defense knew it was coming, played it fast, played it physical, and stopped him for a big loss.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Never a doubt.
That makes the score SMU 7, Astronauts 3.
They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react to getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So in this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
The freshman able to get home with the sack.
And come on now, O-line, you got to take care of your quarterback. He takes care of you. He's the one who takes you to meals. He's the one that gets you those NIL deals. Everything happens through your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. That is your #1 priority.
They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. Guys, let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Going for the big play. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, passing complete.
The Mustangs will bring the punt team onto the field. Getting our first look of the... No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. He felt the heat trying to get away, but down he goes. He'll lose a yard or two.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job being the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
And the Astronauts will try to pin them back with the punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Fires to the right. A strike downfield. There he goes to the right. Touchdown, Mustangs. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
This offense is high-octane, boy. You just saw it. Not a lot of time needed for them to go all the way and score 6. Well done.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. James Madison went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse Had they not sat the starters there in that fourth quarter, total destruction by the Dukes. It's one game. You don't want to react too much either way. But I think both teams will leave this one with some things to work on moving forward.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
And the fullback, this takes me back to my days growing up, watching the fullback being on the field every single play. You don't see that anymore, but the big fella gets the football. Hey, he looks like he knew what to do with it, too. Nice little pickup, little agility, little speed, but mostly a lot of just girth and strength and just grown man.
Pickup of 6. Brings up second down.
After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on second down. Big fullback's got it. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. This defense will try to force a fourth down on 3rd and short from the 45. Now on the option. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stops him short of the marker. The Astronauts line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. And they'll just down it right there. The offense lining up for a first down play. Trying to start the drive with a pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Flying down the left side. 10. Touchdown, SMU. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
There's usually two different thought processes when I'm backed up towards my own goal. Run it, create more space, or take a big shot and try to make a big play. And did this offense ever make a big play? 90-plus yard touchdown. That is how you do it.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
You know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Now on second down after the good first down run. Goes to the option. He's got it out to the 37 after gaining 5.
Those fullbacks are grown men. Those guys are constantly hitting linebackers and blocking the whole entire game. So when you get a chance to give the big boy the ball, it's always, and you know what it is? It's a morale boost for everybody on the whole field. Everybody gets jacked up and he finally gets to touch the football.
On the option. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42.
Picks up 4. Brings up second down.
Second down coming up. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I think you run that play on second down knowing it's going to make third down easy. You're not trying to hit a home run. You don't need the big play right now. Now you know third down, everything's on the table, everything's available, high success rate.
Third and short now. They snap it from their own 46. He'll ride his man on the option. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
And David, this is where I think you could have excelled. You're a great defensive end. There's other positions you could have played. Fullback, I know, being one of them. How about that guy there picking up the first?
That's a nice job. Don't make this hard. Don't make it overly complex. We've seen the big fellas block all the time. Give him a bone, reward him. Now he'll block harder and he'll block longer in the future.
Bulls his way forward. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
You know, you toss the ball to the running back to get him away from all the big boys, right? Like, stay away from the beef. Those guys get you on the ground with one meat hook. Do a good job tossing the ball in the perimeter, but goodness gracious, has to break one tackle, just fighting as hard as he can to try to get positive yards, but too many guys coming after him too quickly.
Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. Got the first down and more. Nice job to keep it himself, find the first down marker, and move the change for this offense. And the Astronauts have it with a 1st and 10. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Now on second down. Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Caught close to the marker. It's York. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
How about the big fella with the hands? You know, those fullbacks are not talked about as athletes, but he shows you he can do a lot on the field, catches the football, gets the first down.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's O'Neal. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on you.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Coming after it. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They'll run play action. Looking to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
They'll send out the kicker here. Right down the boulevard, it's good.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it, Jesse. They'd love to do it again.
No doubt. They've got so many playmakers on the perimeter, David. Just find a way to get these guys the ball in space.
And you already started, man. Making that big play, opening up this offense. This quarterback is feeling good about himself. I wouldn't be surprised if they give it right back to him.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Touch pass on the run. And he's brought down after a nice gain. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw. It's Jennings. Going for it all. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air, and offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
On second down, he'll let it fly. He'll take another shot here. He's got it on the right. Touchdown, Mustangs! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Yeah, and I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, the score is 28-6. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone inside that stadium in Dallas to take a deep breath and kind of digest what we just saw. And there is no better place to start this halftime than by reviewing how this wideout has been a one-man wrecking crew. The kid's been everywhere, and I love how he's willing to go across the middle, but that he also has the jets to burn these DBs on the deep ball. If this defense wants to actually come back in this one, they better hide his cleats. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Gerald J. Ford Stadium.
And the Mustangs will kick it off to start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And now the offense will come onto the field again. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it. Because
trying to buy a little time, and he cannot, but he does get it back closer to the line of scrimmage. A play-action fake seems simple, but there are some intricacies for the quarterback.
Reese, you're right. The danger for a quarterback in play-action is that you're turning your back to the defense when you're trying to execute the play fake to the running back. So you have no idea what's happening behind you, and you have no presence for where that rush is coming from. All of a sudden, you whip your head back around, and oftentimes it's too late. You saw that right there.
They gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Gets it out fast. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
On third down, he drops to throw. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
Well, after struggling so much in the first half, you thought they would have made some adjustments here at halftime to see if they can open up this passing game. But early on in the second half, you're just not really able to get that done. Incompletion on third down in your own end. You're expecting them to punt.
The Astronauts will punt this one away. Here's the return. Makes a move. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And I don't think they got it snapped before the play clock ran out. The quarterback's mistake pushes the ball back in the shadow of his own goalpost. Here comes the offense on first down. The give on the counter. Got room at the 35. He's loose. Touchdown, SMU! And the beatdown has ensued.
And another good touchdown drive by this offense. And how about the start to the season? Blowout win in game one. Blowout win looking like in game two. This unit's clicking. They're looking like a team that will be reckoned with when the playoffs start late in the year.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic.
Extra point.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 35-6. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Eastern Michigan is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now. But there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. They're trailing by 10 to Florida State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick this one away.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really, really quickly. They need to put something together here.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive. So they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
Quarterback run is part of their game plan. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Loss of 2. Third down coming.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. He'll set up to throw. Setting up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there. It's still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
That's perfectly fine. If I'm a defense, I'm going to give up some yards right there. Play deep, react to shallow. The running back catches the football. I come up. He gets a positive gain, but it doesn't matter because now I won third down and forced him on fourth down.
And the Astronauts will punt it away on fourth down. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Found a little running room on that one. Picked up some nice blocks before he's run out of bounds. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Wide out in motion. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game.
Delay of game. Offense.
That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. First down for this offense. To throw, it's Jennings. Fires to the wideout. Fakes the grab. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Pass interference. Defense.
And the offense didn't need to accept the penalty thanks to that big play. Boy, as a defense, you hate to just hand out first downs on a penalty. To the ground with the back. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to the ground with the running back. Discards a man. They finally make the stop at the big run. Is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right up the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big gain.
The Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
You honestly can't really do it better than that. You can't. I mean, that was designed to be a pass play. Give the defense credit. They get some pressure, but this guy's just too good. He just instinctively knows when he needs to scramble and get out of dodge. And at that point, he's making good decisions. If a guy's open, he's throwing it. But if it's not, he's not even hesitating. I'm going to go get what I can get a first down with my speed and athleticism. Let's keep this drive rolling.
With the run on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
Down at the 3-yard line. It's now 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal for the offense. Calls his own number. Touchdown, Mustangs! And the punishment has been extended. The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead, now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
Lining up for the PAT.
For the extra point.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. lining up to boot it away.
Set to advance on the football.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
Second down coming up.
Able to run it out to the 28 on the last one. It's 2nd and 7. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, when you're handing off to your fullback, oftentimes these guys need some space to work so they can build up a head of steam and get the speed going, but that guy didn't have anywhere to go on that one.
Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Trying to get behind the defense. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Taking it the other way. The 20. Touchdown, SMU. And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
On to attempt the try.
The kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
That makes the total SMU 49, Astros 6.
They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Now this offense is back on the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
The ball carried by the fullback.
Able to pick up a couple on first down, 2nd and 8 from their own 27. He's looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Matthews. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. Now the play fake. The throw. He's got it. At the 45 on his way. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep, Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The Astronauts will have it 1st and 10. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. Line getting set on 2nd down. They'll run the option. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. The last 2 runs went headlong into a brick wall. Now 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Forced out of the pocket. He'll pull it down and run. Open space at the 25.
Gain of 21 on the play. 1st down for the offense.
That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. He'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Running back goes in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got it behind the line. It's made. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Got a man. It's made. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary to win this game, and that's why they find themselves trailing late.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. The defense was in the dime package. They didn't have to send an extra rusher. The big fellas up front took care of that.
Yeah, and all dime means is I'm bringing an extra fast guy on the field and taking an extra fat guy off the field. But listen, the fat guys still get home. Isn't that beautiful? The big, athletic defensive line still does a great job getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
And this kicker is turning into old reliable. He's already knocked through a couple today. It's good. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. Virginia Tech managed to avoid a bitter defeat by scratching out a narrow victory. This wasn't the blowout some around Blacksburg had hoped for, but it sure beats the alternative. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Give to the back. Hard running there. They make the stop, but this running game moves the chains as they get the 1st down.
Man, this offense would really like to lean on this guy in the fourth quarter, right? They've got the lead, and you just saw his ability there, breaking a tackle. He looks like he's getting stronger as the game goes on. I'd expect him to get a few more carries here before this game's over.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
It's caught, and he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive, regardless of what the score is, regardless how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
They'll give it to Johnson. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
You know, it's so important for offenses to want to keep third downs manageable. The way you do that is by having success like that, running the football on first down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. The give as they work on that clock. At the 35, he's loose. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22.
Yeah, this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical and stop the run, because right now, this offense is having their way.
Able to move it ahead a couple of yards. He gets it down to the 20.
Brings up 2nd down.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. From the gun, the give, looking for room. An attitude run as he's dragged down after a pickup of 6 down to the 14. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They move the tight end all over. On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up on the ground here. They bring him down, but he's got a 1st and goal from the 10. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. And the Mustangs trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. Bounced off his feet.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today. And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop it. It's been that kind of day for this.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. He wants to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and it makes you want to believe in them. This offense...
And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. Timeout called by the defense and 15 seconds to go in this one. And the Astronauts send out the punt unit. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. First down here for the offense. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. To the air, it's Jennings. Deep shot for the end zone. Touchdown Mustangs. And the route is on.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep pouring on.
It's not about the X's and the O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players. More physical, they were faster, and it showed.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.